Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're embarking on really a fascinating journey into the architecture of your own mind.
Yeah, we are.
We're cracking open Daniel Kahneman's, his seminal work, Thinking, Fast and Slow. A book that didn't just explain how we think, it fundamentally changed the whole conversation around human decision-making.
It really did. It's huge.
So our mission today is to navigate the insights of this book, give you a crystal clear understanding of maybe one of the most impactful ideas across psychology, economics, even just your daily choices.
Right.
It's this discovery that our brains operate with two distinct, often kind of surprising systems. It's almost like a decoder ring. For those moments, your brain seems to be, working against itself.
That's a great way to put it.
Now, Daniel Kahneman isn't just, a celebrated psychologist. He's a towering figure, awarded the Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences back in 2002.
Which is interesting in itself, right? A
Right.
psychologist winning an economics prize.
Exactly. And for anyone new to his work, you might wonder why. It's because his research, a lot of it with Amos Tversky, it just completely shattered that long-held economic assumption of purely rational actors.
Right. The idea that we always make logical, calculated choices.
Yeah. He revealed how deeply psychological factors, biases, heuristics, how they influence market behavior, policy, even our everyday choices. It really highlights the real-world stakes of understanding these two systems.
It really does. And what's so mind-bending about Kahneman's core premise is how it challenges our whole notion of rationality. He shows us our decisions aren't some purely logical output. They're more like an intricate dance between these two types of thinking. It gives context for every single why did I do that moment you've ever had.
Totally. From a quick buy to a huge life change.
And this isn't just theory either. It's not some abstract academic text. It's actually a remarkably practical guide.
Yeah, it feels very grounded.
Kahneman backs every concept with rigorous scientific experiments and just tons of real-world examples. It shows how human thinking, while brilliant, isn't always logically consistent. It's a pragmatic look at our own mental machinery.
And that's exactly why we're diving deep into it for you, our listener. This is for anyone genuinely curious about their own decision-making, Anyone keen to make more conscious, informed choices day to day, maybe advance their career or navigate those really complex, high-stakes situations where every decision truly counts.
You really do come away with a potent toolkit for better thinking.
Okay, so let's unpack this. First core concept, fast thinking. Kahneman calls it System 1.
System 1, right.
This is your mind's immediate, automatic, largely unconscious decision-making mode. Needs minimal effort, processes info at lightning speed. Think of it like your brain's intuitive, instinctual, always-on response system.
Constantly active.
The book is full of vivid examples. Imagine you're driving and a car just swerves into your lane unexpectedly. You don't consciously analyze the trajectory or calculate risk. You just instinctively slam the brakes or swerve.
Pure reaction.
That's fast thinking, often saving your life. Or if you're handed a math problem like 2 + 2.
The answer just appears.
Exactly. No deliberation. Same when you meet someone new, you instantly form an impression, right? Trustworthy, not trustworthy. Often based on really subtle cues.
All System 1 in action. Swift, decisive.
And that speed is its biggest strength, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. Fast thinking lets us react immediately in urgent situations. Like you said, often it's about survival, and it's incredibly efficient for routine tasks. It lets us navigate our complex world without getting bogged down by, endless deliberation.
Imagine having to consciously decide how to walk every morning.
It would be exhausting.
Yeah.
But, and this is where it gets really interesting and maybe a little humbling. While it's so useful, fast thinking is prone to what Kahneman calls cognitive biases.
Right, the errors.
And they aren't random errors. They're systematic, predictable patterns of, irrational judgment that can lead us astray.
That's the insidious part, isn't it? The speed is fantastic, but those shortcuts can be costly. The book gives some very relatable examples. One big one is the halo effect.
Classic.
This is where your initial impression of someone, based on just one trait, maybe their appearance, it spills over and influences how you judge their other unrelated qualities.
Like you meet someone really charismatic.
Yeah. And System 1 just quickly decides they must also be intelligent, competent, honest, even if you have zero actual evidence. It just builds this coherent, often and totally misleading story.
Fills in the gaps.
Then there's attractiveness bias. It often works similarly, but with objects or situations.
Okay.
You walk into a new restaurant, the lighting's beautiful, the decor is exquisite.
And you immediately think.
Your fast thinking just concludes. The food must be excellent, service impeccable, the whole experience top-notch, all before you've even seen a menu or tasted anything.
Right. Your aesthetic judgment biases, your expectation of quality, it's powerful stuff.
And it affects so much, right? Hiring, investing.
Everything. And the real challenge is, in our super fast-paced world, we can't just turn off fast thinking. We need it.
We do.
But we can become acutely aware of its pitfalls, which raises a big question for all of us. How do we use this powerful automatic system wisely without constantly falling for its biases, especially when they feel so natural?
Well, Kahneman offers some practical strategies for smarter fast thinking. One key is leveraging past experiences for similar decisions.
Makes sense.
If you've successfully handled a similar situation before, your intuition, honed by experience, can often give a reliable, quick answer.
Your gut feeling isn't random then, it's informed.
Another is to trust your intuition in genuinely urgent situations, like that driving emergency we mentioned. Your quick reaction built on years of experience is often the best one.
No time for slow thinking there.
And crucially, cultivate awareness of cognitive biases. This means actively pausing just for a moment to ask, is my quick judgment here maybe being swayed by prejudice, emotion, or just incomplete info rather than facts?
That pause is key.
I know for me, just knowing about the halo effect makes me way more cautious with first impressions now.
Exactly. So, summing up fast thinking, it's powerful, efficient, absolutely essential for quick decisions, emergencies, daily routines, but its automatic nature means we have to be vigilant against the systematic errors it can introduce.
Right.
Recognizing those potential errors, understanding your immediate judgment, isn't always gospel. That's the first most critical step towards making better decisions overall.
Okay, so we've covered the spontaneous, quick-fire decision maker, fast-thinking system one, always on guard. But what happens when we need something more? When the stakes are high and we need to bring in the heavy artillery of rational, deliberate thought?
That's where slow thinking comes in, system 2.
System 2. This is your brain's deliberate analytical mode. It gets engaged for those important or complex decisions where the details really, really matter.
And it takes work.
Yeah, it requires more time, more focused attention, and significantly more effort. This is the system you use when you need to crunch numbers, weigh evidence, think critically.
And unlike fast thinking, which is reactive and automatic, slow thinking is a conscious effort. It involves carefully considering all aspects of an issue, deep analysis, maybe gathering data, and reaching well-thought-out logical conclusions.
It sounds like hard work.
It can be, but it's absolutely crucial when hasty decisions could lead to, irreparable consequences, personally or professionally. It's like the careful, methodical scientist inside your mind.
And we use this more often than we probably realize. The book gives great examples, like buying a house.
Oh, definitely.
You're not just going with your gut on the curb appeal, right? You're diving into market trends, price comparisons, neighborhood safety, schools, future value, interest rates, your own finances, thousands of details.
So much to consider.
Or starting a new business. That's an incredibly complex series of slow-thinking decisions. Even making significant financial investments, like retirement planning. That demands this deliberate analytical approach, not just a snap judgment.
And the value of System 2, you just can't overstate it. It's what lets us make better, more detailed, and ultimately more successful decisions in truly complex situations.
Right.
Whether you're analyzing market trends for a business, forecasting outcomes, doing complex financial analysis for expansion, this is the system that enables informed, calculated choices. It's really the engine of progress and careful planning.
One of Kahneman's most profound warnings, I think, is about that common, costly pitfall, failing to engage slow thinking when it's genuinely needed.
Yeah, defaulting back to System 1 when you shouldn't.
Exactly. We often default to the easier fast thinking, especially under pressure, and that can lead to poor choices and later major regret. It's like using a butter knife for complicated carpentry.
Good analogy.
Yeah.
Doesn't work well.
We see examples of this mistake everywhere. Think about making hasty project decisions at work because of tight deadlines, without proper planning or thinking through contingencies.
Leads to rework, missed targets.
Frustrated teams, yeah.
Well,
Or businesses making crucial marketing choices without thorough market analysis, launching campaigns that just completely miss the mark, and waste money.
It's a fundamental misapplication of our cognitive tools, really.
Hope true.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's clear. Investing time and effort in slow thinking isn't some luxury in our complex world. It's a necessity for thriving.
Right.
It almost always leads to more informed, more robust, and just plain better decisions. Shortcuts here often lead to long, expensive detours down the line.
So how do we strengthen this crucial slow thinking muscle? The book offers some actionable strategies. First, avoid hasty decisions.
Easier said than done sometimes.
True. But for any really important choice, dedicate specific protected time. Gather information, consider all angles, resist that urge to rush. Don't let external pressure force a quick, ill-considered choice.
Create the space for it.
Second, consider all options. When facing a major decision, consciously try to explore every possible alternative thoroughly from different perspectives before you start narrowing them down.
Don't just jump on the first decent idea.
Third, act analytically. Break down complex problems into smaller, more manageable chunks. Analyze each part individually. It makes overwhelming problems feel more tractable.
Bite-sized pieces.
And finally, seek consultation. You don't have to figure it all out alone. Get advice from experts or just people with relevant experience, especially when you're stuck or facing a really complex choice. Their system, too, can help inform yours.
Yeah, getting outside perspective is huge. So in essence, slow thinking is this indispensable tool for navigating complexity.
Yeah.
It leads to significantly better outcomes, personal, professional, social life.
Mm-hmm.
While fast thinking definitely has its place for quick, urgent reactions, nothing really replaces the deliberate, precise power of slow thinking for those significant, high-impact choices that shape our futures.
Okay, so we've explored both our quick-fire intuitive mind, System 1, and our deliberate analytical mind, System 2. What does this all mean for daily life? The core question, really, after understanding both is, how do we effectively combine these two powerful but very different ways of thinking to live better, make smarter choices, achieve our goals?
That combination is absolutely vital because life constantly throws both kinds of situations at us.
Yeah, it does.
Moments needing immediate split-second action, pure System 1, and other moments that absolutely demand careful, deliberate thought, pure System 2. The goal isn't to pick one, but to integrate them intelligently, to be like a conscious conductor of your own mental orchestra.
I like that,
Yeah.
Conducting the orchestra. So just to quickly recap the right situations. Fast thinking, perfect for emergencies, critical situations, that quick reaction while driving, instinct, immediate survival.
Got it.
Slow thinking for the important long-term decisions needing deep analysis, starting a big work project, long-term investments, complex personal challenges. You wouldn't use a hammer for a screw.
Or a screwdriver for a nail. Exactly.
The book outlines some brilliant strategies for blending them successfully. One key approach is using fast thinking for an initial gut feeling, but then engaging slow thinking for thorough analysis and to evaluate the consequences.
Okay, give me an example.
All right. Your fast thinking might quickly spot what looks like a great deal on a flight online. Immediate urge. Buy it now.
Happens all the time.
But then you consciously pause. Engage slow thinking. Check your budget, confirm the dates actually work, read reviews of that airline, assess if it truly fits your overall travel plans. System 1 spots, System 2 vets.
I can relate to that. My System 1 is always trying to convince me I need some new gadget.
And System 2 has to step in with the budget reminder.
Pretty much, yeah. What about under pressure?
Good question. Another strategy is to employ fast thinking under immediate pressure, but then shift to slow thinking for planning once that pressure eases.
Okay.
Say you have a personal financial emergency. You might need to make some quick, necessary decisions just to keep things afloat. That's System 1 handling the crisis. Right, stop the bleeding.
Exactly. But once the immediate crisis passes, you absolutely must shift to slow thinking for long-term strategic planning to prevent it from happening again. The key is knowing when to make the switch.
Learning to trust fast thinking for the immediate routine stuff, but reserving slow thinking for sensitive decisions needing precision and foresight.
Precisely. It boils down to fast in crisis, slow and calm. Use fast thinking to navigate the immediate storm, but reserve slow thinking for careful, detailed planning during calm periods like developing deep business strategies or personal growth plans.
That's a really powerful distinction. A great real-world example of this integration might be, say, in a professional setting. You swiftly choose a technical fix for an urgent project issue to hit a critical deadline.
Fast thinking saves the day.
Right. But then, once that immediate pressure is off, you conduct a comprehensive post-project evaluation. You engage slow thinking to understand what went right, what went wrong, and crucially, how to improve processes for the future.
You learn from the quick response by engaging the deliberate analysis afterwards.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Life truly requires both. Consciously, intelligently blending these two thinking styles just empowers us to make far better decisions and perform optimally in pretty much any situation we encounter. It's not about choosing one over the other. It's mastering their interplay.
So let's just recap the core, really liberating message of thinking fast and slow. We're equipped with these two distinct systems, fast thinking, slow thinking, and they profoundly shape every single decision we make. The critical insight isn't just that we have them, but whether we choose to use them consciously and strategically.
And that's where the book's profound value for you, our listener, truly lies. It teaches us not just about these systems, but how to leverage both effectively.
Right.
Fast thinking to navigate emergencies and daily routines efficiently, and slow thinking to really excel in those complex situations where precision, foresight, and careful deliberation are absolutely paramount.
The book truly equips us in some powerful ways. First, it gives us crucial awareness of cognitive biases.
That's important.
We learn to recognize that so many of our quick, automatic decisions are influenced by these systematic errors. Like, take confirmation bias, that pervasive tendency we all have to seek out, interpret, and remember information in a way that just confirms what we already believe.
We look for evidence that proves us right.
Exactly. And it often happens without us even realizing it, and it can significantly distort our perception of reality. Just being aware of that is key to making more conscious, less biased choices.
Huge.
And secondly, it teaches us the intelligent use of both systems. It makes it so clear that neither system is inherently better, each has its proper place. Fast thinking for urgency and routine, slow thinking for complexity and importance.
Precisely. And here are some practical tips from the book that you, our listener, can implement pretty much immediately to put this knowledge into action. First, be mindful of biases.
Okay.
Actively question if your judgment is maybe being swayed by emotions, preconceived notions, or just relying too much on first impressions. Ask yourself, what if the opposite were true? Just that question can help.
That's a good check.
Second, match your thinking to the task. Use fast thinking for immediate low-stakes stuff, but strategically reserve slow thinking for long-term planning, significant investments, major life choices.
Makes sense.
Third, collaborate for complexity. For difficult decisions, actively seek out diverse perspectives and experiences from others. Their different viewpoints can challenge your own System 1 biases and really enrich your System 2 analysis.
Don't try to do it all in your own head.
Exactly. And finally, strategic timing. Learn to identify when time truly allows for slow thinking on crucial matters and when fast thinking is the necessary immediate response. Creating that mental space for deliberation is actually a skill you can develop.
So by consciously integrating fast and slow thinking, by sort of becoming the architect of our own thoughts, we can make better daily decisions, significantly minimize errors, and ultimately achieve greater success and, well, fulfillment in all aspects of life. It's about building a better mental toolbox.
Well said.
Well, this has been our deep dive into thinking fast and slow, and I truly hope you found it as insightful and enjoyable as we did preparing it for you.
It's fascinating stuff.
This understanding, it isn't just about abstract psychology, is it? It's really about profound personal growth and empowering yourself to make better decisions in both your personal and professional lives.
Absolutely.
And I'd love to ask you, our dear listener, a really important question right now.
Okay.
How do you consciously use fast and slow thinking in your daily life? Can you recall a time maybe you made a quick decision you later regretted, perhaps fueled by a bias like the halo effect?
Or the opposite.
Or conversely, a situation where taking the time, using careful, slow thinking led to a much better outcome. Have you maybe noticed confirmation bias playing out in your own experiences, perhaps in conversations, or even just how you consume information online?
We are genuinely eager to hear your experiences. Please share them in the comments or send us a private message. Your insights really make this community richer and help us all learn from each other's conscious application of these powerful ideas.
Yeah, definitely. And to help us continue these deep dives into fascinating topics, please consider sharing this deep dive with friends, family, colleagues. Maybe these concepts can offer some clarity, a useful framework to someone navigating important decisions in today's incredibly information-rich and fast-paced world.
It's very relevant right now.
If you enjoyed this deep dive and found the information useful, please like, comment, and make sure to follow our channel so you don't miss future deep dives.
And just remember, your decisions are always being influenced by either fast or slow thinking. The next time you face an important choice, just remember you have the power to consciously combine these two systems for better results.
Until the next deep dive, take care of yourselves and make the best decisions for your life.